The Bristol F.2 Fighter, affectionately nicknamed the Brisfit, was one of the most versatile and enduring aircraft of World War I, developed by the Bristol Aeroplane Company and designed by Frank Barnwell. The aircraft was initially intended as a reconnaissance plane with defensive capabilities. However, it soon proved itself as an exceptionally capable fighter when employed aggressively. Its maiden flight occurred in September 1916, and it officially entered service with the Royal Flying Corps in 1917. The F.2 Fighter was powered by the Rolls-Royce Falcon inline engine, with variants producing between 190 and 275 horsepower. This robust engine enabled the aircraft to reach a top speed of approximately 123 miles per hour, 198 kilometers per hour, climb to 10,000 feet, 3,048 meters, in just under 11 minutes, and achieve a service ceiling of about 20,000 feet, 6,096 meters. The combination of speed, altitude capability, and durability made the F.2 Fighter one of the most advanced aircraft of its time. The aircraft structure was a traditional biplane design with a wooden frame covered in fabric. Its robust construction allowed it to absorb significant damage in combat and still bring its crew home safely. The Bristol F.2 Fighter featured a two-seat configuration, with the pilot operating from the front cockpit and the observer gunner situated in the rear. Armament included a synchronized forward-firing Vickers machine gun for the pilot and a flexible Lewis gun mounted on a Scarff ring for the observer. This setup provided a strong offensive punch while retaining excellent defensive capabilities. Later versions sometimes included additional machine guns or enhanced gun mounts to improve firing arcs. In comparison to its contemporaries, such as the German Albatros D-series fighters and the formidable Fokker D.VII, the Bristol F.2 Fighter stood out for its adaptability and resilience. While single-seat fighters like the Sopwith Camel and the Se-5A were more agile in dogfights, the Brisfit excelled in versatility. It was not only capable of engaging enemy aircraft but also performed admirably in ground attack and reconnaissance roles. Its ability to carry a gunner gave it a significant edge in prolonged engagements, particularly when it operated in formations that maximized mutual support between aircraft. The Bristol F.2 Fighter's operational history was distinguished by numerous successes. One of its earliest and most famous engagements occurred on April 5, 1917, during its combat debut. A formation from No. 48 Squadron, led by Captain William Leaf Robinson, encountered German fighters over Douai. Despite initial losses due to inexperienced tactics, the surviving crews quickly realized the aircraft's potential as an offensive platform. When flown aggressively, the Brisfit could dominate in air-to-air combat, with the pilot focusing on forward-firing attacks and the observer providing defensive coverage. Over time, squadrons refined their tactics, and the F.2 Fighter became a feared adversary on the Western Front. In addition to its work in Europe, the Bristol F.2 Fighter saw action in other theaters, including the Middle East and Africa. It proved effective in harsh environments, often taking on reconnaissance and ground support missions in desert and mountainous regions. Post-war, the aircraft continued to serve in various capacities, including policing duties in British colonies such as Iraq and India. It remained in operational use with several air forces into the early 1930s, a testament to its durability and adaptability. The Bristol F.2 Fighter's legacy lies in its remarkable balance of speed, firepower, and versatility. It bridged the gap between reconnaissance aircraft and true fighters, proving that a well-designed two-seat aircraft could hold its own against the finest single-seat fighters of the era. With over 5,000 units produced, the Brisfit left an indelible mark on aviation history and set the standard for multi-role combat aircraft in the years to come.